All right, everyone, welcome to our ritual for Aries. We are going to be starting in just a second. So until then, make sure you get all your cleansing supplies, any offerings you need. We are going to have a time for that. And we'll be right back. That's okay. Throughout the Trather, bleh, which I realize I misspelled your name in the the ritual. I'm sorry in advance. But that'd be great. Yeah, we'll see you on Twitch. Thank you. Okay, everyone, before we start the ritual, we're just going to take a quick second to just take a few breaths, you know? Good, Lepia, you'll be Hestia, the first Hestia. I'm giving it to you now. Otherwise, I'm reading 4 slides in a row. Let me let me put this in the chat so no one gets confused. And then we have shoot. I had it earlier. And then Nixie's Alexa, stop. Nixie is doing the second Aries. And then Bug is doing the first Aries. Is Bug doing the first Aries? Who's closing us out? I forgot the name of the person who we said 10 minutes ago was going to read the last Hestia poem. I'm writing it down. If nobody remembers. Oh, no, wait, it's Lyra. No, you're reading the last Aries poem, Nixie, because that's your poem, your prayer. So Sky, if you'd like to read the about Aries, about the god, you are welcome to do that. Well, don't worry. I don't know if I can say your name. Sook. Don't worry. If you guys have to bop out in the middle of the ritual, this is actually something that we try to remind everyone about, and I'm going to be adding on. But don't worry if you have to bop out or you lose connection or anything like that, because the ritual will be up on YouTube and Twitch for 2 weeks, so you can go back and finish it on your own time. Or you can share it with your local group or something like that. Oh, power bank, cool. But they will be up after that. Only the ritual like trailers, like the highlights will be up. So yeah, and then we're actually going to be next is going to be doing the ritual actually again tomorrow. I don't know the time off the top of my head. I think it's the same time. But Nex, who created the ritual, is going to be hosting it. I'm hosting today because they're unavailable right now. But so we're actually essentially going to be doing a second ritual to Aries. So if you're here and you love it today, you're welcome to go tell other people so they can come tomorrow and also experience it as well. And in general, I'd like us to start doing, I'm going to try to start doing like replays the following week within the server. So we'll just play back the recording so that people who couldn't do it, that day will still be able to participate like live, sort of live, quote unquote. So yeah. All right, with everyone, I'm going to put, hold on, about Aries. Okay, perfect. I fixed the list. So we have Blade, who's going to read the first Hestia poem, prayer. Bug is going to read the first Aries. Sky, you're going to read our slide that talks all about Lord Aries. And then Nixie's going to read their prayer, which is the second Aries prayer. And Lyra is going to read I thought I reversed it for a second. Lyra is going to be doing the closing out the last Hestia poem, prayer, both, whatever. Yeah. I've been trying to do it. We've been trying to do replays and things like that for like a while. Sorry, I had a knock, a rapping on the door. I don't remember that poem. All right, so with that all sorted out about who's going to be reading what, let's go ahead and start our ritual. Yeah, I'm excited. Before you read, always drink. Always drink. So this year, as it says on our wonderful beginning slide here, this slideshow and the ritual all putting together was done by Nex. If you'd like to see our other rituals, as I said, there are the trailers and videos on our YouTube. Eventually, we are trying to get them up on our website, ahellenichaherald.com. We would love helping hands. I know I haven't even started the ritual, and I'm already asking for helping hands. We love helping hands with for our website for people who, like yourselves, like me, the people who contributed with poems. We are trying to put together, with the help of the amazing resource committee and Jill, to put together a book of all of the poems and prayers and things that people within the community have written for the gods, so we can provide it. So all of the help, if you'd like to volunteer anything you've written, we'd love that. And guys, hey, I know we're doing a ritual for Aries, but we don't need any cat fights. Thank you. I wish I could show that. Like, they literally were like whapping at each other. No, we're not fighting yet. Wait till the time where we're doing our devotion, our offerings. Then you guys can go at each other as an offering for Aries. So we love our helping hands. We're very grateful to Nex and to all of our amazing mods. We have some of them here. Go ahead and put some claps in the chat. They work so hard running all these types of projects. I think fighting is a devotional act. Like, seriously. Thank you guys, as well as our boosters. We're going to talk about them in a second. Like right here. Can anyone hear the audio? Wait, I can't hear the music. Hold on. I'm on the wrong audio. There we go. No, go back. Too far. Can you guys hear the clapping audio? It just shut off. No. All right. Why is the sound still going from that slide? There we go. Can you guys hear the audio here? It's kind of getting a little louder. Awesome. So as it says here, we are going to have a purification. We're going to do a second to purify our space. Then we're going to do our opening prayer to Hestia, prayer to Aries, information about Aries, as well as then we have the hymn to Aries and the activity, as well as followed up by our closing prayers to Hestia, and of course, again, a special thanks to all of our amazing supporters, like our Patreon peeps and our Pegasus boosters. Without our Pegasus boosters, we wouldn't be able to stream in HD as we do here. We wouldn't be able to have as many of our cool emojis or stickers, which us mods also use to actually moderate the server. So, thank you guys so much. Is the audio from the presentation loud, by the way? I can turn it down. So there are many different ways to purify. There's water cleansing, such as washing your hands or taking a shower. There is air cleansing through things like lighting incense or even singing, or like, you can bash pans around for all we care, right? There's also fire cleansing using like burning herbs or candles. I've actually found that putting a candle on when I want to get like work done really helps. I feel like it cleanses the area and helps me focus. There's also earth cleansing by placing offerings or dusting with pine. There's also like oh shoot, you can basically like you cleanse the air by like it's a particular plant, I can't remember which one, by essentially waving it through the air, and like essentially shooing out the bad. Is it sage? I'm not talking about burning it, I'm talking about like waving it. I don't know what that is, but there's all sorts of ways to cleanse. So right now I happen to have a piece of sage. I would like to also take this time to note that if you're going to buy sage, please buy, if you're going to buy any sage, but particularly white sage, please make sure to buy it from a source that you know is getting them from an ethical source, because white sage is it still in the like endangered? It's not ours, and oftentimes it's not from ethical sources. So please make sure that you use ethical sources. And if you're like me and someone gave you sage a long ass time ago, use it tiny pieces at a time. I think the word is sparingly. Is it sparingly? I can't remember. But so I have my incense burning here, my sage incense burning here. Rosemary smudge stick, that's nice. Rosemary's great. I love rosemary. So we're gonna take a moment and just, we're all gonna, I know you can't see me, but I have my sage. Actually, wait a minute, you can see me. The server can see me for once because I'm not using the camera on the stream. Is it showing? Probably not. It's not showing. Okay, well, I have my incense burning. You guys can just take a big breath as if it is going from my home to yours. And just big breath on the count of, up to the count of 3. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. And we're going to do this one more time just to get in that space to block out the rest of the world. We don't have to think about that anymore right now. This time, this space is dedicated to the gods, to Lord Aries, as we cleanse ourselves to honor the Theoi. And a big breath out. All right, I hope the music restarts. We go to the next slide. We'll see. Yeah. All right. we have our first prayer for Hestia. So, Blade, you want to come on up here? You have the power. I'm like, you're a mod. Why are you raising your hand? At your leisure.
Okay. First of all, shout out to Trader and all the other. I know V already said this, but shout out to all the people that wrote for the ritual. Yeah.
Queen Hestia, we invite you. Come join us in this ritual, for your fire burns undying and rises our offers to the gods eternal. Queen of unending blessings, your portion we give you now. Receive our words, gratitude, love, respect, and honor. We feast before a fight, so we plead for your grace. We feast after a fight, so we thank you for your gifts. Verdant of many blessings, virginal lady of the sacred fire, we thank you and call to you. Join us, bless us, loving Hestia.
Praise Hestia.
Praise Hestia!
Thank you, Nex. Onex popped in the chat for a hot second. Go and give a wave or an emoji to Nex to thank you for making this lovely presentation. And thank you, Blade, for coming and reading as well. And for all the work you do. Who just got transferred to the ticket team.
Yes, I'm so happy to help out.
I also want to take a note while we're taking this moment to thank Nex that something I forgot to mention, which I think I'd like to put in all rituals from now on, which is if you like, you can put your palms out to the standard, I guess, pose is for any deities that are related to from the ground up. We put our palms facing up. Or if you're dealing with an aspect of a deity that is Uranic, that is not related to death or the underworld or afterworld, right? Then it's palms up. If you're dealing with a deity or an aspect of a deity that deals with their underworld, their chthonic, their afterlife, or underneath the earth, then we do palms down. So Hestia would be palms up. Lord Ares is also palms up on this. I mean, unless you're specifically talking about the death aspect. But fighting happens above ground, so palms up. Blade, what are you doing in there? Get out of there. Just kick them off stage. All right. And moving on. We have our prayer to Ares. Where are you, bug? I'm inviting you to speak.
Hello. I don't see who this prayer is. Who wrote this? But
I actually didn't see it either. I don't know who wrote it. So if someone here wrote it, please let us know. Otherwise, it is credited to somebody.
No, wait, that's the artwork. Well, thank you for the lovely artwork from RAM Mainolite, first of all, or Mainolite.
Yeah, this is beautiful. It's great.
Yeah, they did a wonderful job.
I also love the little the red eye when taking off the helmet. Very small ad, but I think it really adds to it. So
absolutely.
All right, at your leisure, bug, and thank you for volunteering.
Thanks for having me. O golden hound Ares, you who fathered fear and harmony, you who called Ares and Nike to your side, you who defends the weak and defenseless, patron of the restless and rebellious, father to the fatherless, and protector to all who raised arms in the name of that they love, I ask that you grant peace to the worn and weary. Grant rest to those fighting endless battles, and stave the reaching grasp of your sons, Phobos and Deimos. I humbly ask that you'll stand beside us, granting strength and courage when we need it the most. Ares, may you smile upon us, so that we may know peace of mind and tempered emotions. May you bless our days so that they are free of strife and discord.
Praise Ares. Thank you so much, Bug. Alright, let me see. Probably. And next we have the about the deity, and so I'm gonna throw you out of here, Bug. Boop. And Skyman. There you are. Oh, you already raised your hand. Perfect. Come on, go on stage. I'm pressing the button. There we go. Skyman, have you read for any events before? I don't recall.
Yeah, I've been here a few times. Yeah.
I'm terrible with names. All
I
right,
feel-
we
I
have our.
remember I've always been Skynet here, so I don't know.
Bow, bow, bow. But we have a lot of wonderful information that Next put together for us. So read it whatever order that you please. We appreciate you assisting in disseminating this information.
Alright. So, oh, the music started glitching out for me. Okay.
I don't know how to stop
Well,
it.
I personally. So, okay. The Greek name is just Ares, but that's how it's spelled. And translation Ares. He's the god of war, bloodlust, courage, and civil order. His sacred animals are the serpent, the barn owl, and the eagle owl. Sacred plant/fruit. There's no verified.
Oh, yeah,
But next
I shortened the sentence. It was a really long sentence before that was saying that ancient Greeks doesn't have any, or that they couldn't find any plants that were specifically noted from ancient Greece to have been associated with Aries. So I put no ancient VPG. Yeah. If you don't know what VPG means, it means verified personal gnosis. Gnosis is like religion. Verified part of it is that it has historical reference. I'm just throwing in vocabulary here and there, not explaining it.
and next included theirs, which is thorns and needles. They're unverified personal gnosis.
Yeah, that's so. It's just they believe that Aries probably likes anything that has thorns or like needles.
It makes sense. You're the sharp kind of guy.
That was so good. That was great.
His tokens and symbols are spears, shields, helm, armors, serpents, again, metals. And then again, we see his symbols, helm, sword, serpents. Those are his most common. And you'll see him on the slideshow too.
Yep. And we have the metal here, the blade, up in the corner.
Yep.
And we have the serpent on the agenda slide.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The red serpent, yeah. And then offerings, red wine, coffee, whiskey, which is one of my favorites, meats, spicy food, which is something I made for this. Olive oil, which is kind of for most of them, I think. Water, and heavy spices. We like some strong
spicy boy.
Yeah. Tarot associations, for those who do tarot. The Emperor, the Chariot, Death, and the Tower.
I actually didn't know that. When I was reading this over, I was like, oh.
I didn't know either.
We all learn together.
Yeah. So we have a couple stories, I guess.
Yeah, I guess excerpts, whatever, pieces of the stories of Aries.
Yeah. So we have the birth of Aries, which I'm not sure exactly like where to find this one, but you know, I bet you can find it if you look up birth of Aries. Zeus took Hera to be his fresh consort, and she, lying in the arms of the father of gods and mortals, conceived and bore Hebe? to him. And Aries, and I can't read that very well. Aletheia?
I got nothing.
I'm glad I'm not alone.
Oh, no, I used to butcher the words so badly. Dragon blood incense, very cool.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like there's something about. I don't know what dragon blood is, but I absolutely. That's giving me serpent vibes too. A lot of dragons do. If there was
Mm.
snake's blood, I'm just saying.
I have snake skin. I sell it on my. Oh, okay, we're gonna do this now. I sell it on my Etsy store. Go look in the promo channel.
You got and cat claws, right?
And cat claws. Yes, that is. Cat claws and whiskers are to be added. Yes. All ethically sourced. You may have a piece of my babies that they no longer want. But I absolutely think things like claws and like Nex said, thorns, needles, things that are protection things that a creature or that you would use like to shark teeth. Oh, shark teeth. Yes, agreed. That's a good one. So these are all also really good offerings or symbols for Aries. If you have a cat,
He's a defender.
Yeah, if you have a cat, just do like me. Go pick up their nails and put it on the altar. Reuse, recycle. You heard it from HH.
No, that's actually pretty good.
Right? No, it's
cat
true.
claws. Yeah.
No, my dad was
Literally,
asking about that, and I was like, "What? We're gonna reuse, recycle, and like, yeah, people can use it in defense spells and protection, things like that." I would say lizard skin. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Oh, Blade. No, these are the natural sheds.
Yeah, we're not stealing cat claws from cats. They just come off naturally.
Awesome. Would you like to read the excerpt from the War of the Titans?
Yep. Okay. So, Ares brought low such another giant, Echidna's son, the god's enemy, spitting the horrible poison of hideous Echidna, the serpent nymphe. He had two shapes together, and in the forest he shook the twisting coils of his mother's spine. Ugh. Kronos used this huge creature to confront the thunderbolt of Zeus, hissing war with the snaky soles of his feet, and when he realized his hands above the circle of the breast and fought against your Zeus, and lifting his head high, covered it with masses of clouds in the paths of the sky. Then, if the birds came wandering into his tangled hair, he often swept them together in his capacious throat for dinner. This masterpiece your brother Ares killed.
Yeah, I was muted. Yep. I was muted the entire time. That was hilarious. Well, I did say thank you, Skyman, and I'm gonna boop you back to the audience, and then I went boop, But no one heard me, and I got a good laugh out of that for myself. But the Hestia poem is actually the one that Nixie wrote. So Lyra, you're up for the Aries. If you are able. Dope. Nice. All right, I will switch the slide for you. And at your leisure.
All right. Aries, exceeding in strength, chariot rider, golden hemmed, doughty in heart, shield bearer, savior of cities, harnessed in bronze, strong of arm, unwearying, mighty with the spear. O defense of Olympus, father of warlike victory, ally of Timus, stern governor of the rebellious, leader of righteous men, sceptered king of manliness, who whirl your fiery spear among the planets in their sevenfold courses through the aether, wherein your blazing steeds ever bear you above the third firmament of heaven. Hear me, helper of men, giver of dauntless youth. Shed down a kindly ray from above upon my life and strength of war, that I may be able to drive away bitter cowardice from my head and crush down the deceitful impulses of my soul. Restrain also the keen fury of my heart, which provokes me to tread the ways of blood-curdling strife. Rather, O Blessed One, give you me boldness to abide within the harmless laws of peace, avoiding strife and hatred and the violent fiends of death.
Thank you, that was awesome. So this is one of the Homeric hymns that was translated. I agree. Lyra, you have a beautiful voice. I've actually thought that for a while, and I'm like, I've never said it. Also, love you, boop. I get so much joy from doing that. Oh my goodness. All right, we have an activity. Yeah. Oh shoot, the audio is gonna go on for the video, isn't it? It is. It's. Can I mute this? Oh shoot, I can control it from here. I've just been raising everyone's volume. Fuck. Okay. So this activity is a standing activity. If you have difficulty with that, I will on the fly provide alternatives. Because I used to do fitness streams, so I could probably do that. And what we're doing, obviously, as I mentioned briefly, is a little bit of a fitness exercise. We are going to be doing. We're not going to do all 10 minutes. Ironically, I didn't set this up, but I actually have this video saved in my thing. Wait, do you guys see the stream still? Yeah, okay, perfect. It just didn't show me when I clicked over to Discord for like a hot second, and I was like, because that's going to be a little bit of a problem if you guys can't see it. So this is a good moment to get yourself some space. Yeah, right? They're good. I like them. I'm just... Wait, where's the music? Here, we'll let the music stall so that people can get comfy. Where's the audio? All right, well, the music went off, so that's our cue. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start. I can't remember how fast this video is. But go at your own pace. Don't push yourself. If you start to feel pain, stop what you're doing. You're gonna hurt yourself. stretching and tension are different from pain. So I want to make sure to say that to everyone. Don't hurt yourself trying to do our activity. Aries would not want that because then you'll have trouble fighting the rest of your battles for today. So, there you go.
Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene and Benji's over here laying at my side and we have a super
I will give you a I'll try to give alternatives because I have chronic. Hold on before I do. I have fibromyalgia and which is widespread chronic pain. And also I have some tendonitis and some other things. So I'm gonna try to give like I said, some adaptations that are going to be maybe more accommodating. If you have issues or anything like that, and you'd like me to specifically think of, hey, fibro twins, yeah, think of something to accommodate whatever you need, like let me know in the chat and I will attempt to do so live, as I said. All right. All right, triplets. I apologize for all of the squeaking of my chair. Oh yeah, walk around. That's a great idea. I'm going to take this time to adapt what she's saying. That might fit more better for our ritual here, which is that, which by the way, the audio is not on Twitch or on YouTube because we'll get in trouble. But it is here in the server. One of the things that I attribute to Aries is that passion of war, because of course we have Athena, who's that strategy. You can have all the strategy in the world, but if you got no one who has a motivation to fight, you're not winning anything. I think that Aries, one of the things he represents is that passion, the fighting spirit. And so when you're connecting, as she's saying, like connecting to your heart, to your emotions, to your feelings, I would like to invite you guys to try to focus on that get her done, that fire in your belly, that do it for spite. I don't care. You know, that I will fucking do this. I have that rah charge kind of fire emotion that fuels us to get shit done. And many of us aren't going out and fighting hand-to-hand combat or anything like that. But we each fight our own battles every single day, be it with our own meat sacks or be it trying to get through a difficult project or do something you just don't want to fucking do, or have to deal with people who make you want to fight, make you wish you could do hand-to-hand combat. You know, these are all battles, or just getting, you know, if you have a lot to do in the day and it's very stressful and it's you know, and you really need to be on the go, find that fire in you as we're taking a moment and breathing and connecting with our emotions and with our heart, because we all got shit to handle. We all have our battles, and I think connecting with Aries and the motivation to fight them is something that I think we could all... Oh my god, he's... Blade. Victoria being serious, blah blah blah, and then Blade coming in here with a picture of the cat. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That's rough. I have no idea where you live, but yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of places where things are tense, where there are war, where there is battle, where there is threats of violence, and it takes just as much strength to get through that, and that is strength that I would like to just, because it's a strength that I'm very grateful and have the privilege of not experiencing you know, actual war, and it's very hard. So I would like to, you know, also, you know, we can keep in our thoughts, as, you know, if you're not trying to find your, you know, inner fire, you can keep it, you know, the notion of that there are people struggling, and kind of, I hate to say it this way, but like, send good vibes, you know, because there are people struggling with things, and they are in our hearts and minds. And so Sauk, I can't, I'm sorry. I don't know how to say that. I'm doing little hearts for you, hand hearts, because that's difficult, and lots of love to anyone else who's struggling with things. Yes. Look, if you're struggling with depression and you're still here, depression's struggling with you. I love that quote. All right, let me put this back on so we can get to that movement portion. If you have a difficulty with the shoulder rotation on that, you can put your arms forward in front of you and pull up. It might be a little bit nicer or a little bit easier of a movement for your shoulder. And you can also always just do with just your elbows, like bend at your elbows. So instead of putting the arms all the way above the head, you have your arms at your side and just put the elbows up. I think we're going into cat cow. We can do seated cat cow. Yep. So you can also do standing or seated cat cow, which is the arching, and I don't know what the other one's called, de-arching of the back. With your hands in front of you. And frankly, you don't even need to put your hands in front of you if you just put your hands like at your chest level in case you don't have the space. What you do is basically pretend, and you can even close your eyes so that you don't are looking at the, thank you, yeah, the rounding is the arching the back. I don't know what the other one is. But just by putting your arms at the right height, you can still do that. And I mean, you're not going to get the arm stretch, obviously, but that'll allow you to do that in less space. So if you're like at a convention or something, you don't have to go on all fours. And again, if you're doing seated like Lyra, then you can also do it again. Like it's basically the same motion. You're just not on your hands and knees. So obviously we're going to flip the orientation of our instructions. Instead of to the ceiling, think like there's a string that's attached to your belly button and it goes through you. Yes, you're fine. And it's being pulled back. So instead of up, because we're not on all fours, we're pulling the belly button back and letting that spine round out. Okay, since we have people sitting, we're gonna do a little different. What you're gonna do is you're gonna have one foot flat on the ground. You're gonna bring the other knee, put your hands underneath your leg, right behind your knee, and bring your knee all the way back up. Bring it as close as you can, and you can take your hands out from behind your knee and put them in front to really bring and hold that knee to your chest. We're gonna hold it for a couple seconds. And then we're going to push out the leg. We're not pushing down toward the ground. We're pushing out in front of us at a little bit of an angle. So we have room for our leg. And what I want you to do is I want you to pretend you have an elastic band that you're holding on both with your hands, and you have it around your foot, and you want to push against that and really lengthen out that leg. We're really opening up the space in our hip flexors. Okay, it's the part where your leg meets your hip. And you're just gonna pretend you're pushing against a resistance band for like a couple seconds, and then let it go. Put your foot flat back on the ground in front of you, and do the other leg where we're bringing the knee up towards us. Because again, we're sitting, we're gonna squeeze it all the way to our chest as much as possible, really get that nice stretch. And then we're going to pretend we have a resistance band around our leg, and we're going to push our foot against it and stretch all the way out in front of us at an angle so we have that space. Really trying to lengthen that leg, open up the space between the hip and the leg, and do that. All right, so, and if you're standing, like I'm about to do, you can do the lunge. If you want to not use as much space, you can put your legs a little bit more than shoulder width apart and do those side lunges. So you're just going to go side to side doing lunges if you want to not use as much space as she is using, or if you don't have as much space. I'm literally doing the side to side lunge, and I just heard my hip pop. It's great. I'm only 36. And this is going to be the last one as we do the other you might have pulled too hard, Blue Jay. You might have gone too hard. Balance. All right, awesome. Well, I'm glad we could get a little bit more movement in our day, because I know it. Because I know it is hard for many of us to get that movement in. So I'm really proud of all of you. Thank you for joining in this activity to honor Aries. We are gonna. Nope, I'm trying to go to the next slide. There we go. So this is a time for our offerings now. Absolutely, you can count that activity as a devotional act and an offering. But now is the time that we're going to give a little bit of time to either give physical or digital offerings. Actually, let me just realize that. Oh, is the volume on here as well? It is up. And so while we're if you have offerings that you are giving right now, or if you've put any out already today, we'd love to see pictures. Please share. I am going to be working out after this as my devotional offering act thing. And I already know what videos I'm going to do, and I'm going to work my ass off. That's my devotional offering. Ooh, lots of tea and candles. I love it. Oh no, Aram! No! I'm sorry. That's funny. Oh, be careful. I did a whole thing about not pushing yourself too far, too. Oh, the park. That's nice. That's nice. Yes, I love devoting my workouts to the gods. Because it's it's harder doing shit for yourself. When you're doing stuff for the gods, I think it makes it like, oh, I'm doing it for somebody else. I actually want to make a prayer book that has prayers and stuff for like everyday situations, like a prayer to Hypnos for when you can't sleep. And like shit like that. Because I thought it would be cool. Because I do, like, I literally walk outside in the morning and I'm like, oh, hi, Helios. Although, I mean, with the rain and the clouds here, I think Helios got the day freaking off. Like, Uranus is doing the work today. But yeah, there's a lot, and I mean, it's not also like meditation. Surprising, I'm saying this because I think it would be surprising that meditation. Yes, please, Nixie. Yes, please, blue, not Blue Blade. I think meditation can absolutely be a devotional act. I know a lot of times we think of Aries, we think action, we think fighting, we think like doing things, but also blindly flailing a sword around is not helpful, right? You have to have like intention, not just strategy, but intention, right? So I think meditating can also be an amazing offering or devotional act for Aries as well. Yeah, there's that's exactly why RM, because a lot of people I think will draw a blank. I'm terrible. I literally would be like, hey Helios, thanks for the light. Maybe not so bright tomorrow because I can't freaking see when I'm driving, but like, you look amazing, stellar, shining. Like that. I'll do that as like a fucking poem or prayer. Like, oh, chili powder and olive oil, interesting. That is a beautiful coffee cup and a little candle. My candle's dead. I have to get new candles. Yes, stretching responsibly makes for happy bodies. There, I fixed it, Blue Jay. Oh, Mars, your setup is gorgeous. Chili oil, chili powder with nuts and sunflower seeds, cider, nice. Candle and I can't read this. Ooh, and some alcohol. Cinnamon and teacup. That's awesome. That's great. Can I share it, Mars? It's okay if you say no. All right. The next one is Nixie. You're up. This is the next prayer. Thank you. You did put it there. I know I can steal your stuff, Blade. Wait, come back. I'm like, where's the button to bring Nixie? Come back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Awesome.
Just
Okay.
a little heads up, my room is very much near the road, so there might be a little bit of noise. Let's hope that it doesn't.
I imagine it might be too far to count. All right. So, at your leisure.
Right? Beloved maiden who tends the hearth, we thank you for the blessings bestowed today. Regardless of peace or conflict in this earth, you give us the safety to let our bodies lay. May your gentle flames help us rest our hearts, fire up with the fury to fight once again. Inspired by Obrimos Ares and his arts, so our peace and justice we can reclaim. Great goddess who protects the abodes, with this prayer we close this day's door. After honoring the warrior god as he bodes, this peace is always worth fighting for.
Oh, Nixie. That's really cute and sweet. That's really nice. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Me, having gone through the ritual multiple times, having read none of the prayers. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna experience it live. It's great. Sometimes it makes me tear up. Thank you, Nixie. That's wonderful. And yes, it is. It's the peace that's worth fighting for. Thank you for putting that so eloquently.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Okay, love you. Bye. Get off my stage. Oh, don't. Everyone has yeah, but like, I mean, some of my setups are literally like just one thing on a shelf. So yes, need to be protective of stage. With that, we also have our special thanks again to our Patreon Temple patrons. We wouldn't be able to be to afford some of the things that we do, like our server, like our website, like don't know, I can't remember. Oh, like being able to print samples and things up, like for our calendar. Our calendar's coming. I'll explain a little bit more about that in a second, but we also want to thank our Pegasus boosters. Without our boosters, including Nex and including some of the people who are here, we wouldn't be able to stream in HD, wouldn't have the emojis or the stickers, we wouldn't be able to have the custom link or the, what's the other one? The animated banner, all the cool little gadgets. I think also we have sounds available because of the boosters as well. I don't know how to use those, but we'll figure it out eventually. And again, special thanks to everyone who helped, the contributors, whether through donations, words of encouragement. Seriously, guys, we love the Rays of Sunshine and channel, and we also love hearing your thoughts about the community, about your experience here. We actually, as mods, have a special channel in the mod section solely for when people say nice things, because sometimes it's hard to be a mod because we have to deal with some shit, and we really appreciate it. And if you would like to share your enjoyment of the community, please take a moment to go and let me grab a link before I open my mouth. Please go ahead and leave us a review on Discord so that other people who are looking for servers and communities like Helena Carroll will be able to find it and hear and look at the experiences before even joining of the people who are already here. So thank you so much. There's also ways that you can help within the server. Obviously, we count on every single member to bring their best to the community, and by bringing your best, by being your amazing self, you are making this community better. You are helping to create a welcoming, fun, and loving space for everyone else coming, as well as a place to, have that love for the gods. So thank you so much to everyone. Be you volunteer, be you patron, be you just, the average member who's being amazing. Oh, I gush about this server all the time. I do love it. I love seeing the conversations. And not only that, but I also at this moment want to encourage everyone. I know the holidays get pretty calm in the server, but it also has some people who come around just to cause trouble. Usually we don't have too much of a problem, but we depend on every single member to also help us mods by alerting us to any problem situations, and by each of us helping to keep the space safe and peaceful and the vibe high and the drama low. Every single member contributes to the vibe and the awesomeness of this community. Yeah, if you see something, say something. So thank you all for joining us. I hope Lord Ares blesses you with the strength, with the stamina, with the motivation, with the fire on your ass to get what you need done to keep you going in the direction of the goals that you want to accomplish. And I want to thank everyone for joining today, and again for contributing. That's the end of our ritual. I am going to work out, so I will not be hanging in VC, but I will probably be hanging in VC later. Thank you, Lyra. Thank you, everyone that helped contribute. And I didn't do jack shit. I just came on here and read. Like, I didn't do anything. It's great. There were days where I had to do all of it back in the beginning. It's joyous for me being able to just show up. That being said, the Dionysus ritual is happening next month. I set a date in my head. I'm not sure if I actually told Elmo though. But the Dionysus ritual is happening next month. We do need readers. We do need writers. And don't forget, if you haven't signed up for the Secret Saturnalia gift exchange, the USA one is still open. I believe the UK one is closed just because of shipping times already. But it's going to be fun. I'm very excited. This is like the first year No, this is the second year we're doing gift exchange, but this is the first year we're doing Elfster. So I'm very excited. I have no idea. I have to go look up if I actually told Elmo. It will be on a weekend. It'll be on a Saturday. For sure. It's probably actually I'm gonna look at the calendar. I'll probably be able to tell you just by looking at it because I remember it was like the week before. It's on the 9th. I'm sorry, it's on the 20th. It's on the 20th. Because it's the week. Yeah, December. So yeah, it'll be on December 20th because after that everyone's going to their families for the holidays. So and we can probably replay it on the 27th. Awesome. All right. Bye, everyone. I'm going to go change so I can do my workout. Praise Aries. Bye. Everyone's invited, obviously, to go hang out in the chat if they want. Hi, Dad. Okay. I just finished my ritual.